I believe that the reason God created man was for management.
Really? I have never heard it put that way.
The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
God will never allow growth where there is no management.
Wow, wow, wow.
So instead of praying for things from God, pray for the management ability.
Everything I tell you is true. Everything I open my mouth and I say is correct because heaven directs me on what to say. Eligwe, heaven will tell me and I will tell you it will come to pass in front of your eyes, not behind you. You will see it happening.
God will withhold things from you if you cannot manage them.
When you look at the facts that something around 1 million people perished as a result of the actions of the British and Russian and Nigerian federal governments.
Vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority.
Anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
They can't tell me. No way. When the time comes, it's okay. What stupid country is this? So when you see you try somebody's secret, when you like, you try secret. When you like, it's in public. What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that, I ask you? When you like, you try in secret. When you like, you try in private. They are killing my people. They are killing my people. They are killing they are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell me what to tell in secret? The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell Buhari, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's a madman. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret prayer. Is the person mad?
I, Nnamdi Kanu, will sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra comes.
We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
the meaning of discovery? It means to bring to light something that is buried on the ground. If you can accept that, then you know that Biafra is coming. There is nothing man can do about it. It's too late. Way, way too late. The countdown has begun.
Thank you for joining. My name is Kelechi Ambrose and your host on Biafra Global Network. Today's program, Mind Surgery Show, and I want to thank you wherever you're watching from. It's my delight to have you right here live today, Monday, the 19th of December 2022. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you all for your love, for your support, for everything you're doing for Biafra, especially those of you who are actually supporting this cause, whether by the actions you're doing physically, the finances you're committing into the work, and also whatever way, whatever capacity you're serving Biafra, you are blessed, and may Chukwuokike continue to bless you. I tell you that your work is not in vain. What you are doing is actually yielding fruit. We are marching closer and closer and closer to our victory. Our victory is sure and direct, and nothing is stopping us. I want to tell you that we are making progress on all sides. I can tell you, I can beat my chest. We are making progress on all sides. If you have not seen it yet, if you are still doubting, like the doubting Thomases, like those who actually think that nothing good can always happen, those pessimists, those who always are pessimistic about situations and actually want to have an evident view by physical, physical sight, to actually confirm whatever they will have to confirm, then you're going to wait, and we hope that you will not be cut off by the enemy before this comes, because we are assuring you that Biafra is here already, and certainly nothing could stop it, and it is here. And so I want to thank you for everyone who is making contributions, whether by your action, whether by finances, or whatever means, giving your time, giving your opportunity, and all of that, cashing on any opportunity, like viewing broadcasts like this and sharing programs like this, and so that people can hear the gospel and hear the news. That is part of the sacrifice you're making. You keep telling people, you keep proclaiming this gospel of truth, and I want to tell you that you are doing great, and your work is yielding fruit. Thank you so much for joining. As you join, please just like this video. It is very, very important you like the video, share on all your social media platforms so that the people also out there would get to connect to what we're doing. Today, we're going to be looking at what, the critical situation that we have found ourselves in and the troubles that we are going to surmount and we're going to defeat. The truth here is that we cannot stop troubles from coming. We can't stop the pain. We can't stop the attacks. We can't stop everything that the enemies will do to us, but we can always defeat them when they come with any narrative they come with. It is just that fact, because the truth here is that we are rightly positioned, equipped with the gospel of truth, and of course mandated by the Spirit to do what we have to do. And this is actually basically what we stand on, and that's why we're making success every day. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Mazi Samanekpa, who is doing so much. In fact, words cannot quantify the amount of thanks I'm going to give to him today. I know that as I said today on on Twitter Space, I said that definitely Mazi Samanekpa does not have the capacity to stop the mandate of Biafra. He doesn't have the capacity to say he doesn't want to fight for Biafra again. He doesn't have the capacity. You know why? He is anointed, and his anointing is spiritual. It is not by physical, all these ones like Muhammad Abbas and all these people who were just physically appointed, to do this. There's a difference between appointed by spiritual order and having given a position physically to carry out a mandate. It is critical, because when you're given a position by physical mandate, it tends to actually flop. This is evident in the life of Saul and in the life of David. David was spiritually anointed, having the spiritual ordinance to actually carry out the actions of leading the people. That was why David's government was rooted to eternity. That's why it's and of the increase of his government. And Jesus came from the lineage of David. It is critical, because in the sense, in such kind of situation, the one who is actually birthed into this mandate, the one who is actually called into this mandate by birth, does not actually have a hand and cannot stop his action, cannot stop himself from actually carrying out the mandate. They tend not to be able to quit. It's just like the story of Jeremiah, as I mentioned on Twitter Space, on Mazi Simon's Twitter Space today. I said something critical, and I said that Jeremiah was frustrated by the buffeting, by the attacks from everywhere, the attacks from the government, the attacks from the people, even the people he was trying to support and help, and he was fighting for, the people who he was given the prophetic utterances, and all of the things he was doing, being led by the Spirit to do them. He was attacked here and there and here and there. And at a point, one of the problems that came is that the chief high priest, actually slapped him. So now Jeremiah was buffeted from every corner, but in the end, he said he felt so frustrated that he felt like quitting. And whenever he feels like quitting, or as soon as he feels or he felt like quitting, the fire burns in his bones, and before he knows it, he finds himself just doing this work. That is the position of Mazi Simon Ekpa. He doesn't have the capacity to quit. People were begging, please, let there be no seat at home. Please, make sure there's no seat at home. He doesn't have the capacity to quit. He is called by the spiritual mandate. He cannot quit. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they can't quit. So I have that 100% confidence in these men, because they are carrying a grace that is beyond their human comprehension. They too, they are surprised by their own actions, because they can't believe that, humanly speaking, they can go this far. They can't believe that humanly speaking, they could actually, keep themselves resilient and consistent in spite of the buffeting and the attacks from every corner. The climax came on the 5-day sit at home. And I tell you that the 5-day sit at home has successfully exposed the politicians and the caliphate. I'll tell you how as we go on. So I want to welcome you. I want to thank you all for joining, especially, everyone who, Noeline Adiambo, you're the first to send a message. That is why your message is just sustained here, on screen longer, because the first person who sends a message actually have the grounds, for a while before we begin to bring other messages. I want to thank you all. Please, as you're watching, please, I want you to like this video. Like it and then share on all platforms that you belong in, because we want to send. I always tell you that you are a missionary or ambassador of truth. When you begin to circulate truth, you are part of those spreading the gospel of truth, so that we can dominate the media. It is only when we dominate the media that we can actually conquer, lies, because it's on the realm of the media you begin to see lots of social activities going on. And that is why we have to dominate the media with the truth, so that when people keep meeting up with the truth on social media, it has a way of influencing their lives and all of that. That's why it's your responsibility to like this video, share it on all your social media platforms. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it. Now, I'm going to begin strongly here. First, let me go to your messages. I want to begin with the football of yesterday, but before we go on that, because I want to bring out an analogy from that concept of the football, because I saw lots of things going on. In fact, it's been a funny one, since yesterday. I know I was talking with someone yesterday, and she was talking about France and all of that, and France, and I said, no, Argentina must win, and it was like later when the France stuff now got it 3-3. I was so angry. I said, why would they allow such kind of thing? Anyways, I said to myself, no. And funny enough, when it came to the penalties, you know what I was doing? When France wants to play, I say you must lose this game, and they lost the two. Mbappe scored his as the first person to play. The next two lost theirs. I was saying it. It was as if it was prophetic. I'm so angry with these colonial people, these colonial wicked souls called France and Britain. Because I am so angry with what they have done against. What they have done against Africa. Honestly, I'm so angry that anything that has to do with them, I want them to lose. Today, we hear in UK that there's recession or something, or the economy is going so bad, the nurses went on strike, and all of that. I just want them to be something to just bring them back to that level, because they have stolen from us for so long. They are so wicked. They have dealt with us. That was why I was against France yesterday, just because of colonial, actions against Africa. That is why. And I was so happy when they, so I was trying to call her back to tell her, you see, your France has lost. She refused to pick the call. Maybe she knew what I wanted to say. I refused to talk about that. You know, I wanted people to understand this concept. And I want people to understand that anything colonial, anything that has to, just like the caliphate, just Igbo politicians, just like the Biafra politicians, just like the politicians in the zoo, anything that has to do with the connected to the caliphate and British and construct, I want it down. That is why we are fighting relentlessly to make sure we bring down everything. Let me go to your messages first before I keep on that analysis, continue on that, my mindset on that stuff, and then open the lines also, and then for you to come in. Because today, Mazi Samanepa is going to be given some mandate, some order from this evening. So get yourself ready by 6 p.m. He's going to be giving some order based on what have happened in the EHA-AMUFU area. What happened yesterday in that place? Oh my God. Let me tell you, especially those one Nigerianists, if you don't know that you are wicked, if you don't know you are criminal, if you don't know how evil you are, just know by your singular support of Nigeria that you are, in fact, you should not be living. You should not be allowed to live, because you are not human. You are very evil. For you to clamor for the sustenance of what is killing your people, go to the US, only one person shot on the streets, the military will come out, or the police will come out and begin to look all through the streets, chase one person. They will be chasing that until they catch that person. Sometimes those people kill themselves. One person killed by a gunman on the streets. They don't take it for granted. You have a structure you call a government. They sit down and observe how people are killed in communities, how people are sent away from their communities. Look at Borno, look at Benue, look at Zamfara, look at all those places, Plateau. They have decimated so many communities, and Fulanis have taken over. And yet the government is sitting as if nothing has happened. And somebody from the south, somebody from Biafra land will tell us that we have to endorse. I listened to one idiot yesterday during the meeting yesterday, and he was saying something critical, that he said, I am a lawyer, you cannot stop election in Nigeria. I'm a lawyer, I know what is legal, I know what. He was talking like a very stupid idiot. It was obvious that this one is empty. You are a lawyer, you know what legality is, and you know, if you're a lawyer, you don't understand that Nigeria is not legal, because Nigeria does not represent any culture, because every nation is built on culture. As simple as that. So which means if you're going to talk about nations, you're going to be talking about culture. That is why even the Argentines, when they won the World Cup, they talk about their tradition and their culture. That's why you can look at London, you can talk about their culture, their queen and everything, their culture represented. Now, every nation needs a culture to operate. And you know that in the context of Nigeria, there is no particular culture, which makes it null and void. That means it is illegal. And you say you are a lawyer and you are endorsing illegality by using legality. It simply means something is wrong with you. How can you endorse illegality when Nigeria is taking a nationhood status, and by all means available, by all knowledge available, Nigeria does not qualify to be a nation because it requires a culture to actually be a nation. Now they are enforcing one particular culture, Fulani culture, on you by killing you and making sure. My life has said it. Everybody have been saying it. People who are not even Biafrans are saying it. They said it. They said they are bringing war. My life has said it, and he was killed. They are saying it, and you as a Biafran, you are still endorsing, and you call yourself a lawyer, you are endorsing legality by your justification of what you think you are, a legal person. How can you justify illegality through legality? I was saying it today in Twitter space. I said we have been too lenient. We Biafrans have been too lenient on the Nigeria contraption. You know why? For the fact that we even know that Nigeria contraption is illegal, we are not supposed to approach it legally. We have gone to United Nations, illegal too. We have gone there, submitted documents about it. We have gone, we're asking for a referendum, illegal too. We are dealing with Nigeria as if it is legal, whereas it is illegal. What we should do is to destroy it. Normally, by every means, anytime illegality raises its head, you crumble it by the law. Using the concept of the law to crumble it, to deal with it, and to punish the illegality and everyone who is involved. Let me hold it there till we get into that level. I want to be speaking on that because the killing of our people has become so terrible and rampant. So Nerlin Adiambo, thank you so much. Good afternoon and God bless you. Sunday D Naji, thank you so much. Sunday, good afternoon to you too and God bless you too. Thank you so much, my brother, for being here. Good to have you. Sunday D Naji, God bless BIafrans. Yes, BIafrans have received that blessing. No be lie, Joseph. Oh, I think when Mazin Namdekano was talking about talking in that intro when he was talking about they can jail him, and you said no be lie. I believe that's why you were saying that. Jaja Empire says please keep sharing the program to get to more Biafrans. Thank you so much, Jaja Empire. Please, as he has said, as you come in, like this video, you are an ambassador of truth. You must circulate anything that is truth. We need to see the only way we can heal the world is to heal them through the gospel of truth, and that is why it is your responsibility to share the truth all around. Today, do you know that on the Twitter space, at least we saw that the words that Mazi Samanepa have been preaching and the way he has been handling things, still trying to make people understand rather than going the other way of castigating and disrupting. We saw today there was somebody called Miles and other people who attested to the fact that it was because of Mazi Simon's resilience and consistency that they have been delivered. They became delivered because of consistency. That is why we keep preaching. That is why when we see e-frogs here, we don't remove them, because we know they need to hear the truth for them to understand. If you hear the truth will make you free. It is the truth, the concept of the truth, the tool of truth that delivers, not the aggression, not the attack. But when it comes to illegality, use aggression to destroy it. The law is aggressive to illegality. The law is aggressive to injustice. That is why you see that sometimes in illegality, when something is illegal, sometimes they apply capital judgment or capital sentence, or they apply a kind of judgment, imprisonment. That is what the law does to illegality. In the context of Nigeria, we are not even supposed to be approaching Nigeria with kid gloves, with all this kind of saboteurs everywhere, messing up everything and making things look like we don't know what we're doing. Nigeria is supposed to be approached in a very, very aggressive way, but we are too diplomatic. Sometimes I ask, are we not being too calm and lenient? But yes, we understand what we're doing because we want to save more souls, because we are interested in saving than killing, than destroying. That is why you see that the autopilot rests on the activity of saving souls. We are concerned about saving souls. We are consistent on the preaching of the truth so that we can arrest souls and get them to be converted to the truth. That is what truthful people do. They can believe in saving you because truth gives us an impression or a mindset of positivity. And in the realm of positivity, you look forward to having people become saved. You look forward to having people becoming free. You look forward to seeing that people actually are set on the pedestrian of truth and the pedestrian of getting to achieve their destiny and their purpose in life, because you believe that what they carry is important to what you are also doing. That is why in the autopilot mood, we critically preach the gospel at all times, which is part of what I'm doing right now to make sure that we save souls. It is very important. Very, very important. That is why it is your responsibility as you have joined us. Like the video, share it on all your social media platforms. Let the truth dominate the media. We need to dominate the media with truth. And it is you are a truth ambassador. You must spread the gospel and send the video all around. And then get people to subscribe, to enlarge our cause, to be able to reach more people, because that is the main purpose, to reach people so that we can save a lot. That is why we are not we're not talking about burning down Nigeria, but we are going to destroy Nigeria, and we're going to destroy Nigeria with the truth. Martin American said it all the time. We destroy Nigeria with the truth. Truth knows how to arrest. Truth knows how to judge. Truth knows how to restore peace. Truth does everything it has because it contains all the details of repairing anything that has gone wrong. Truth is fundamental. Truth is a full house instrument, having every element and an answer to every detail that has to do with existence. Truth is a creator, or the creator of reality. Truth is the savior. Truth is the endorsement for human existence and for universal sustenance. You can't fight that. That is why you see that the gospel of truth continues to prevail in spite of the fightings, in spite of the attacks, in spite of everything they are doing. Let me go to the messages, please. I'm going to, I think I need to go further in this message, Jaja Empire, thank you so much. So please share, please share. Jaja has reminded us to share. Jaja Empire, please, thank you. Chinwe Okolo, a very good afternoon, Master. Thank you so much, Chinwe. I'm glad to find you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my people. Unstoppable Movement TV, good evening, Master. Thank you so much, Unstoppable. Good to have you here. And you say good evening, BIafrans, to BIafrans also. Also, I'm going to look at Chinwe Okolo says, we are heartbroken since Samanepa broke down yesterday as a result of our people choosing the path of ingratitude and ingratitude, okay, which is as a result of hate, envy, greed, and jealousy. We know that they will always toe that path. Mazi Samanepa broke down not because those people chose that, but because of the pain of the people we're losing, because of the actions of these people. And that is why today he's going to be making an announcement, because we are so sick and tired of people being so wicked to themselves, and we are not going to take it lightly anymore. Anybody who insists on destroying the truth or destroy the lives of innocent people because they are asking for freedom, because they are just Biafrans. Can you imagine Fulanis just to walk into our territory, kill our people? That is why I'm so angry. I am so angry, and my anger is one towards the youth of those communities. They have come to kill you before. I preached the other time about 2-3 weeks ago. I told you, gather yourselves and carry out this. Oh my God. Gather yourselves, be united, communicate with other communities around you, because they will still attack more of you. Get yourselves into a squad of a guerrilla tactics. Get yourself and arm yourself in this regard. There's different ways to arm yourself. You know the community better. You know your terrain better. Why not arrange yourselves very well so that when they enter into your community, they will not be able to go out again? Oh my God. I'm thankful to EHA-AMUFU for great testimony on Thursday. On Thursday, okay. Thursday. I need to be refreshed on that. What happened on Thursday? So, Aubrey's Dishes, please remind me of what really happened on Thursday. Nwobu says you prayed against a majority black team. No, it's not about. You see, the problem is that we are always talking about black and not black and all of that. No, that's not the issue. The issue is what you represent. Let me tell you, the nation of France represents. Now, do you know why you have so many of dark colored people in that team? It's because of slavery. It's because they have put you in the situation you are in. That is why you have most of them there. Are we supposed to be there? Are we not supposed to be in our nation, developing our nation? How many of them were they not supposed to play for African nation? Those people you see, those dark colored skin guys, are they not supposed to be in Africa playing for the team? Are they not supposed to play for Cameroon, play for Senegal, play for the African team? They're playing for France. You know why? Because they turned you to slaves. They now give you citizenship. You are now there. You think you're France. You are a French person. Sorry, you are a French citizen. They have made you slaves so that you run away from your nation and go to their nation. They have made you slaves so that even our grandfathers and great-grandfathers were taken as slaves, and now you are in Britain, you are in France, and you think you are in a better place. You don't know you are still a slave. You are looking at color. Is it about the color of the skin? We are talking about Africans here. The French country, the French have done evil to Africans, including Britain. As much as Britain has done, they are still doing evil to the people. So it's not about whether they are black colored or they are dark colored or they are white colored or they are green colored or they are blue colored. Of course, nobody's white colored. Nobody's black colored. Our colors are not even black. Are you black? No, but you are not black. So they call you black because that is why you continue to be their slave, because they call you black as the black, that is you are evil. They call themselves white because they are righteous. That's the implication. Why do you have so much of dark colored skinned people in that team? It is because of slavery, not because of positivity, not because of freedom, because of slavery. That is why that team is full of dark colored people. Get it right, my brother. You are subjugated. As much as you see that team fighting for France fighting for another land, fighting in the realm of football, fighting for another land for French or for the France nation to succeed in football and get the records to the point of getting the second position. They actually told you that they take you from your land, leave your land subjugated, and you go and fight for them and make their own land great. That is the implication of the France team. That is the implication of the French team. You go help them develop theirs, and yours is in shambles. They come to Britain, comes to Africa, takes doctors, medical doctors, take professionals, take them to their land, and they do great things for them. They leave your land in shambles. You are a slave. You are building the same way Israel was building Egypt until they began to see that they are slaves. They started crying to God. Eri and his brothers were in Egypt. So when you see dark colored people on the team of France, you say, oh, it's an achievement. Being on the team of your enemies, on the team of your colonial masters, on the team, on the squad of your colonial masters to help them achieve a record-breaking event, when you have your own nations that couldn't even exceed past even the semifinals. The dark color skin, all of them even went out on the quarterfinals, and of course, and all of that. So, my brother, look, this issue of color. I'm not talking about color here. I'm talking about the impression, a representation, the implication, the symbolic implication here. The symbolism here. What did Argentina do to the black that were there? It's not about, I'm talking about those who subjugated, those who came to your place and took you as slaves. Leave the issue. The reason why they are treating you the way they are treating you in their nations is because you refuse to fight for your freedom. That is why if you go to Argentina and go to all these nations today, they will treat you as the same way you have treated yourself. Because we refuse to give ourselves a prestige. We refuse to give ourselves prestige by fighting for our freedom. That is why when we go there, they treat us the way they treated us. Did Argentina colonize any African nation? Did Argentina colonize you? But the French people and the Britain, these are the two major colonial strongholds and wicked nations that actually dealt with us. So for the fact you go to their nation and they treat you well, it's because of the way you lay your bed. You refuse to stand on your ground and resist France, resist Britain. That is why, my brother. So know this. I don't see your program yesterday. Hope all is well. Fine. Yes. Yesterday was so busy, my brother. We so be meetings and all of that. So I couldn't actually show up at all. To have and again, of course, we were with Mazam with the World Igbo Congress meeting. So we had to be there with him and all of that to stand tall and strong with him there. So we were with him in that meeting. So that is why I couldn't show up at all. And other meetings too that I had yesterday. So yesterday was meetings and all of that. So please, I'm sorry about that. I actually thought I was going to be able to come up yesterday. So Emedo understand me on that level. So thank you so much. I'm broken down seeing MSC as I was struggling with what happened on Thursday. Okay, the issue of Thursday. Okay. That Thursday event was critical, and all of that. So Mobu, even Brazil that is borders with Argentina have strong black presence on the team. Argentina, black presence. We are still looking at, you see, this issue of black and white has been our problem all this time. Good day, Kelechi. It is OJ. It's been a while. I was asking of you the other time, I think 2 days ago. Good to see you here again. Thank you so much for joining. We have Biafra FE Tech. Thank you, brother, for your contribution and sacrifice to our freedom. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for appreciating me. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Ugude says, Chukwe Buka says, good evening. Wachineke. How's everything? Everything is fine, my brother. Thank you so much. I believe everything is fine with you too. Argentina is the blood of the colonialists. Well, it depends on what you are saying. As Argentina as a nation, they didn't come to colonize us. So that's not the issue. France team has more of the blood of the oppressed. That is it. So why do we have why are we having more of them there? Because they colonized us. That is why we have more of dark color skinned people in their midst. Good evening, Mazi Kelechi, sir. Mazi, good evening, sir. Okay, Eva Mas, I'm impressed with what you did on Twitter with our Epanom Joko. Yes, thank you so much, my brother. Oh, you were there, right? I didn't notice you. I was trying to see if I can see some of our people there. Maybe, the people were much, so I couldn't actually look through everything. Thank you so much, my brother, Eva Mas. Thank you so much. Aubrey Zishi says, I'm openly exposing all the baby charlatans, false prophets that prophesied that France was going to win. Now they are going into hiding. The football, they think football has to do with them. The Lord told me, the Lord showed me, and the anointing. Somebody says, God will intervene, France will win. How does God intervene in football? For God's sake, go and play your game and be the best and win the game. You're talking about God intervening. How? You think God doesn't want Argentina to win too? So God is, forget those. God does not come in football. The football is do what you have to do and calculate well and do what you have to do, train well and be informed and get the result. Somebody must win. So it's not about, oh my God, let France win. Oh, no, you're wasting your time. Noeline Jumbo says exactly, okay, to what I've said initially. Thank you so much. Burn it down, okay? We burn down the zoo. Yes, you are 110% correct, Kelechi. Thank you so much. I think comparing to what I was saying initially, Stella Muzuka says they are gradually finishing Biafrans. They can finish us. We are ready. See, oh my God. Well, I'll talk more on this. Evermat, you get it. He coordinated very well on Twitter today. Thank you so much, Biafra FE Tech. Thank you. So you were there too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for appreciating me on that. Thank you so much. Mobu, Hosea 4:6. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Yes, that's it. So we have to know the reasons. If you look for and you do not see me, burn down the zoo. That's what President American said. Oh my God. And yet our people are sabotaging this. We are going to burn down the zoo and we burn it with truth. And you know what truth does? It sends to judgment those who are liars. That's what truth does. Because truth is an instrument of judgment and it's an instrument of deliverance. Truth has the two sides. That's why I said, talk about the double-edged sword. God is a double-edged sword and he's the consuming fire. When it comes to the concept of fire in this regard, it does two things: consumes the enemies and restores and refines the good, refines the truth. So when you hear of double-edged sword, and all of that, you are talking about what the truth can do. Very potent instrument. That is why we stand tall on the truth. Chukwebuka says, please, can we declare Biafra so that everybody can be able to protect themselves with whatever they can? Because I believe that if everybody is free to carry arms, all these people dying now won't die. My brother, the declaration of Biafra is coming very, very quickly. But our people must understand that to defend yourself even before the declaration is potent, is highly carried. Don't say you're waiting for that time of declaration. Carry the arms. Plan now. Carry your arms to defend every inch of the territory. As ESN is doing their job, also prepare yourself for this groundbreaking movement. I am telling you, Biafrans, we should know that we are smart and wise. We should know that we carry grace. We should know that we are the called out ones. That's what the church represents. The called out ones. It is not Christianity. Christianity is only a name given to people who behave like Christ. Christianity is not a title. It's a lifestyle. So when we say we are the called out ones, we are the church. So what does the church represent? The people who stand for the truth. The people who represent freedom. Church represents freedom. Not the structure you see everywhere now they call church. That everybody, when they don't find business, they say to pay more. Just talk and bring offering. They now open a place, a ministry, and say this is the church. And then I'll tell you, God bless you. And they begin to go into shamanism and Buddhism and other things to begin to manipulate the people to actually be prophetic so that people will be rushing. Not that stuff. I'm talking about your personality by God's ordinance in your life. So you should understand that the purpose of achieving freedom is embedded in your ability to carry out the assignment in wisdom. And one of the concept of doing this is to defend yourself. When Nehemiah was building the walls of Jerusalem, what happened? He held his armor, his instrument, his weapon with his right hand, was building with the left. Everybody held their weapon. They were building and holding their weapon. So as we are building to the point of declaring Biafra, hold your weapon. I am saying it on live now to the world. Let them hear me. They know what I'm saying is true. United Nations knows what I'm saying is true. Self-defense is never an offense. Hold your weapon. Every family, hold your weapon. Set strategies. Disarm the Fulanis. Take their weapons from them. You can do that. See, so those weapons they are holding is more than AK-47. You see, those weapons that they are holding that you saw, that Mazi Samaneka was analyzing yesterday, weapons are weapons that NATO uses. They went for Gaddafi and all of that. You can imagine the kind of weapons that the Arab world is buying, that the Arab world in the zoo is buying for these stupid, brainless Fulanis, lanky idiots who don't have anything in their brain than to scream and shout and use charm and think of who's to cut their neck. Look at the sophisticated weapons they're buying for them. Planned strategy, you can get that weapon. That weapon will become your own. It is as simple as that. It is just for you to come together as a community. EHA-AMUFU people and other communities around, and every community in Biafra land, hear this, because this thing will still, if we don't do what we have to do, it may come into your community. Plan together. You have to plan together. Put strategies. When they enter your land, they will not go out, and you will get them all one after the other. There are different ways. There is this pin that will put them to sleep that you can fire from a distance. There is this petrol bomb. There are different ways. There are different ways to set traps. You people know I shouldn't say everything on air. Set traps. Design. You know your terrain very well. Set traps and defense areas. Set refugee areas. Refuge spots, places of refuge, of defense, of hiding, designs. Oh my God, why are people behaving this way? You allow these brainless Fulanis to come into your community to kill you. Oh my God. Uche Chineke, let me read your message, please. He said, God, good evening, Mazi BH, and all this cannot stop the coming of Biafra. Definitely, it can stop the coming of Biafra, but we can stop them from turning us to, to their victims. We can stop them from turning us to their victims. They have killed us enough. I tell you, they have killed us enough. We shouldn't allow these killings to continue. We shouldn't allow these killings to continue, my brothers and sisters, BIafrans, Oduduwa people, everybody. We shouldn't allow these killings to continue. We are having so many casualties. We know that most of them are internal enemies that the governors working for the caliphate and all of that have. We are setting designs and concepts to avoid this kind of people. And every community can also set trap for those kind of people. Oh my. BFC Tech Dalu one name. Okay, Evermat to him. Okay, when he was appreciating you there too. To have you, Goze. Amaka says, good evening. Mazechi, thank you so much, Goze. Good to have you here. And Clement says, I'm here. Oh, Clem, good to see you here. I'm Mazi, Simon Ekpa's disciple, and I stand with him. Yes, so that's it. That's it. Anybody who knows stand with Simon Ekpa, then what's in that person will gain. In fact, that person's life is already in the hands of the devil. One will see this guy. Which guy is that? One will read all my messages. Okay, let me see this guy. Oh Lord have mercy. And good answer. God answered my prayer yesterday, but I prayed for France to lose because they are still ECOG playing for France. And guess what? God did. God actually did. All right, we're wasting too much time on half message. Oh, I'm wasting too much time. Oh my God, my brother, it seems you are very angry with me because of the way I reacted to your message. Don't be angry anyway. I'm just preaching the truth. I have to bring out the truth from everything. Good, and God answered my prayer. Okay. Evermat still saying the same thing as he said initially. Good morning, Master Kelechi. The joy, the Lord is your strength. He's saying, Mary K, thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you so much. Ezugu Victor, Winemaker says you are doing well, brother. Thank you so much. Wobu, how are you jumping messages? Wobu, okay, I'm sorry if I've jumped your message, but I'm trying to bring out messages from what you have said. Some people are looking for trouble. Oh my God, I know what you are saying. Unstable movements. Some people are looking for trouble. You won't get the whole picture. All right, I understand you, my brother, but I'm bringing a perspective of the direction where we know that the reason why we have the France team having much of the dark-colored people is because of slavery. If your parents were not slaves today, how would you have all these people who are supposed to be in our nations? Maybe they were taken from Biafra land and taken from other parts of Africa. They are now fighting to help France win their cup when they should be fighting to help their own nations because of slavery, because of what has happened to us. Chidex Aham says, good evening, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Chidex. Good to see you again here today. Thank you. Mary says, how did the meeting with World Igbo Leaders meeting go? Mary Ike, honestly, we are winning. We are winning. Well, I can tell you what I can tell you now for now is we're winning. We're just waiting for them to we're waiting for their response. Then we know what to say. So don't worry, Mary Kay. We are winning. We're on track. They also testified that we're winning. They testified by their body movement and everything. They know that we are in charge. We are in charge. What shook them was the 5-day sit at home. They now knew that never, the governors are not in charge. The caliphate is not in charge of the people. Even they themselves, they are not in charge because some of them want OB and all of that. They are all talking about how we can make sure election happens, but we know that what we are doing is strongly for the purpose of liberating over 70 million Biafrans and more than 200 million people trapped in the contraption called the zoo Nigeria. So what we are doing is beneficial to humanity. So we are not backing down, and we are certain to win. We are not going to lose. We are sure of our winning. So Naji Civics, don't know yet. Okay. So let me go for when was it, Naji Civic? Okay. No, it was a private meeting. It was not a public meeting. It was a private meeting. So, Mazi, you are amazing. I'm not just flattering. Okay, Mary Ike, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to hear that from you. Mobo, God is the only one doing it. Mobo, since you are very angry with me on my own submission because I didn't go your line with France. Obiezwe Mike. Good day, my good brother. Thank you so much, Obiezwe. Thank you so much. Okay, that emoji didn't appear, maybe because of the system couldn't take it. Obonas Ephraim says, carry go watching it. Thank you so much, Obona. I go carry go, no stopping. I tell you, thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Mike, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Mike says, remain blessed. We move. Thank you so much, Mike. We move, and strongly we are moving. Obrizish says there are even a post regarding this about France players turned to blacks and a black country players turned to white. Yes, I saw it. Even Muhammad Abbas was posting it ignorantly and talking. You see, when they are empty, you saw gifts. The other one too, gifts. He's talking about France too. They are killing people. They were killing people at EHA-AMUFU, and he's busy posting football. Busy. Emeka Gift, that's what they call Emeka Gift. Posting football, I have to mention his name. I don't like mentioning their names, but I have to mention his name, Zama people. But because of this, I want people to know the level of impunity and the level of wickedness in the hearts of these people. He never posted anything about the killing. He was busy posting football to Argentina 2, France 0. God have mercy. Esther Chijum says, is this current? God bless you, my son. Even if this is not current, I want the blessings of God to be with you always. He said, it is current, it is live, I'm broadcasting live. Obama says, if the meeting with World Igbo Leader meeting wasn't sensitive, please share it later for us to watch because there are some things that you just have to, you just have to hold meetings and then later you need to talk about what happened in the meeting. Simon with WIC. EZ. Don't worry, my brother, you'll get to know. We are waiting for them to respond. We have told them what to do. We have given them what we are doing. We have told them what they have to support, that they have to be people, and of course, we are waiting for their responses. So don't worry yourself about it. We're going to get the messages out, and this is going to, and Master someone will announce it and tell us what next to do. For now, we are just going to observe and hope to see that they come out positive, supporting Biafra people rather than supporting politicians. So the basic thing is that they support Biafra people, and that is it. So once they do that, then Master Samanepa will speak to us and tell us what next to do. He's our spokesperson. He's the one to tell us what to do and what not to do. So we are going to get, he said, say he heard that they got water. Where did you hear it from? I heard they got enough water. Of course, when they come with a question, Mazi Samanepa was there enough to give them the water answer. In fact, it was so powerful that Mazi Samanepa was too much there yesterday. It was powerful. It was very, very powerful. It was very, very powerful. Mama Gloria, good to see you. It's been a while. Hello, Mazi Kelechi. Greetings, great Biafrans. Thank you so much, Mark Gloria Matthias. Good to see you here. It's been a while. I saw you. Thank you for joining. We're looking at what the situation on ground, and I'm telling you that we are on track. We are actually winning. I can tell you, Biafrans, please just don't relax. Just be very alert because we are winning. And as much as we are winning, until we win, we are not going to back down. We're not going to relax. We're not going to. I want to tell those EHA-AMUFU people, you are really disappointing us. You see, when we give teachings like this, sometimes I don't know, please, if you have access to anybody from that place, send them these messages and let them begin to circulate it. You must understand what it means to defend yourself. You can't be men crying on social media for some lanky idiots, empty brain people who are not as smart as you are to come into your land, kill you, and then go, and then all you do is cry. You show us dead bodies. You bring them pictures. You forward pictures on social media. You tell us they are killing us, so we want people to do this. We want to. Who will do it for you other than you How can we have young men, vibrant men, and all they can do is to use their camera to cover some killings of their own people and share it on social media, and then they add their voices there telling people to come and save them? How? You want people to leave their own communities to come to your community? Yes, we know ESN is going to take care of that, but before they came in, you should have devised a means from the experience of the past, devised a means of trapping them. You know the terrain, you know the coming in and going out, you know the routes, you know everything about your terrain. Good day, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, my brother Eric Barry. Good to see you again here today. Thank you. You know the routes, you know everything. Yet you are sitting down to let these people kill you. My brothers in EHA-AMUFU, you need to sit up, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I have given this lecture of how to strategize. We've had guests here, even professionals who are in the US Navy. He has come to speak on this matter and telling people what to do. And yet our people will be, every time they have their they have their phone, they cover the dead body and they post it on social media, add their voice to it, crying, asking for support. How do you want people to support you? We have given advice on tactics. Now I want to let Fulani know this. You see this Fulani, you have gone to the climax. You see this Fulani, including the government of the Fulani in Nigeria. I don't know what is giving them the guts, because Britain has given you, Britain is covering you in the nations of the world. Good day, Mazi Casey. Thank you so much, my brother Nwachuku Nwakego. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Britain is giving them so much ego, so much courage and confidence. But Fulani, we're telling you, you are going to end badly, and we will make sure we decimate you to the I don't know. We are going to deal with you, Fulani. You have done enough damage. You have killed enough. Nobody's dishes. You've been giving lectures severally. Yes, I've been talking about several times. I've spoken 2 weeks ago, last week, 3 weeks ago. I keep talking about strategies on how our people can utilize the concept, the advantage. That is what guerrilla warfare is about. You have an advantage based on the fact that your territory belongs to you, and you understand your territory more than the enemies, more than the invaders. I am telling you, that is what guerrilla warfare is about. Territorial war, having your control, using your advantage as being the owner of your territory against your enemies. That is what guerrilla warfare is about. Capitalizing on the fact that you know your territory and you belong there. You know where the enemies can come from. You know where they can live. You know everything about their attacks and tactics. You know that all they need to do is to enter and kill and run away. And you know where they're going to enter from. You know where they're going to run away from. You now devise means, set up different strategies to disarm them. You can even design this pin with poison, or this pin with stuff that has this sleeping stuff in it. When you shoot it and it hits one of them on their bodies, they will just fall down and sleep. I'm telling you, you send random ones to them from a corner. You set these things, they would sleep. When they wake up, you are already having their AK-47. Then you now begin to get confessions from them, to get to know what they have done and where they're coming from. There are tactics to do these things in your community. You know your terrain. You can be somewhere they will pass there, they won't see you, because you know your terrain. You know how to hide. You know how to design refuge. God is my refuge and my strength, a very present help. Now, your land also is your refuge, because God gives you that land as your refuge. You design the refuge in a way. There's this pin that you have with sleeping poison in it. You design it a way, you shoot it from a noiseless stuff. As they are passing, they don't know you are there. As you throw it, one will just drop. They will be wondering where it's coming from. They'll start shooting. They will now get confused. They want to run away. They are moving from every corner. Now, as they are running away, a rope or something that is hidden somewhere, a tiny fishing rope and fishing thread or something, very tiny one, will just come out of the ground and slice somebody. And before they are confused, they are running helter skelter. That is when you capture them. They'll begin to shoot sporadically, but they don't know where you are. Before you know it, their bullet is finished. They will want to look for a way of escape. And as they escape, you are, oh Lord have mercy. Men will be in our, oh my God, will be on social media crying that their community have been attacked because they cannot simply, their ego cannot make them come together to defend themselves. Design concept with the brain. During Ojukwu time, people were designing bombs, designing weapons. You heard of the Buff team, those guerrilla team. They were designing weapons, disarming the enemies. Now we have social media. We have more opportunity, more ability. You know, Buff was disarming the enemies. They were taking the weapons of the enemy to fight them. And somebody will be talking about, hey, they have AK-47. You have what it takes to disarm them and take that AK-47 or that weapon, that NATO weapon they have. You have what it takes. What is wrong with us? Utilize your intelligence, for God's sake. What is wrong with our young men? You have found yourself in a war situation already. Think like somebody who is in war or who is at war. Think like if you think like, just tell yourself, this is my chance. If I don't do what I have to do now, I'm going to be dead. Just imagine that you have the last time to breathe. Let me read the message. So I think I'm seeing some messages coming in so that I can actually analyze that. That was the reason they refused to let more people in. At some point, people was removed from the meeting. Okay, you're talking about the meeting, you know, and all of that. So Noelin says, my brother, poverty is a disease. Poverty. Poverty has made our people not to think well again. It's a huge disease. What he says, our people don't want to wake up. I don't know when they want to wake up. I don't know when they plan to wake up. Kevin 22 Little C says, yes, sir. I think you are concurring to what I was saying then. Thank you so much, Kevin. Nebu Chukudi. Nebu. Okay. Zubechuko, okay. Zubechuko Franklin. Oh, sorry, my brother. Sorry, it's you. Thank you so much, my brother. Mazi Kelechi, good evening from the zoo. Honestly, from that zoo, we need to actually get everybody out of that zoo. Unstoppable Movement TV says, this morning, Germany said Britain is supplying weapons to one country. Of course, you heard the documentary on how they are even killing people, saying that when they killing children in the zoo, saying when they grow up, they will now fight them. Oh my God, our people need to wake up. We need to wake up. Kevin 22 says we have to use what we have in our land against. We have so many things that are weapons. The land itself is a weapon. This zoo Fulani is killing our people. They are killing our people, and our people are refusing to utilize. Don't they know? Just think of it, just like when you say they are telling you now that in the next 10 minutes you're going to die, and you need to do something to save yourself from dying. What do? Your brain cells will begin to think fast. What is wrong with our people? You will need to develop and improvise commercial drones. Modernize it into warfare. Like every community have talented people who can utilize this, as you're saying what you said, Clement. I'm telling you the truth. You are making a vital point here. You are making a very vital point. Every community even when the communities act in synergy, they bring their best hands. I told them last time when I was talking, I said, you create yourselves in departments, those who are intelligent, who can create something, at least design something. You bring them together. Their own is to be devising the weapon. Think of the kind of weapons you need. Weapons that will make them sleep. Weapons that will hit them hard and kill them. Weapons that will make you disarm them. Weapons that will set a trap along the way they won't know and they will fall into it. Get the people who are specialized in different weaponry or designing different kinds of weapons. Let them go to work. Then have your people who are gifted in spying. From the point of your community to the other community, those who are gifted in spying from afar. Look at these Fulanis, they came with binoculars. Do you know that? Why don't you buy binoculars in that community to view from afar when they are going to come on foot or with bikes? And you have set up, when they enter with bikes, your fishing net or something, a design, a massive hole or something that you have created to stop them will stop them. Get binoculars for your special forces, your special watchers. Those days in the land, those days in Babylon, those days in those nations of the world, they had people who sat on the city wall and they are viewing to see when the enemy is going to attack. In your community, have people who sit around your community viewing when there's going to be attack. Even if it is your people taking care of this, by feeding them every day. Good. When David and when David's brothers were in Saul's army looking for how they're going to defeat Goliath, you saw that people were bringing food to them. In the war front, David was one of those who took food to his brothers. Along the line, that was when he was able to intervene. You have people who will feed these people. It is a community synergy. You can even come together. Every family brings also food for these people who are doing this work. Every day you feed them. You need to survive. You need to destroy the enemies to survive. Sorry, please. All right. Thank you, Clement, for this. Modernize it into warfare like the Ukrainian military are doing. How can we see that we say we are smart? It is to fight ourselves, if it is to backbite, if it is to fight your brother, if it is to fight about farm, if it is to fight about which portion of farm you own, you belong on, and to fight your brother and butcher him to death. You will do that. Lanky idiots called Fulanis who don't have anything in their brains coming to your community, killing you people anyhow. Kevin 22 says Biafra is our land and we must face these enemies in our land. That is it. We must face them. And something must be done very critically and important. Fuel and bottle with tied on it can be our bomb. Petrol bomb is part of the tactics. Even Mazin Namdekan was preaching it then. Petrol bomb. You need to strategize and deal. By the time this petrol bomb gets them, they will get confused. They will throw their weapons. They want to save themselves. You pick up their weapons. You deal with them. Everyone, thank you for reminding us that. Kevin 22 says, little C says, God bless ESN and MNK. God bless them strongly. Amoku says, welcome, my comrade Casey. I have missed your educative program. Amoku, thank you so much for joining. We actually, I'm sorry about that. Yesterday I couldn't come on also. Thank you so much. I believe that you can also watch it from top so that you can get the messages that have been spoken about and the things that have been said here before now. Thank you so much, my brother Amoku. Good to see you here. Machiku says, where is all those criminal young native doctors disturbing Facebook in our land? It's time for them to show their part. They always have you see, our people are so they hate themselves to the point that they use their evil against themselves rather than fighting their enemies. Rather than fighting their enemies, they are good in designing and using their own evil against themselves. Please, comrade, can you share with us some of the things that were discussed on that yesterday meeting with those banders on Zoom? you know what, my brother? The truth about it is that we know that they actually have not carried out their responsibilities and stayed as people who call themselves leaders, even though they are living abroad. But I am telling you that yesterday was effective. Mazin Simon Ekpa gave it to them very well. We are waiting for their responses. That is what we're waiting for. So Mazin Simon Ekpa says, let's wait for their responses. Let them respond and let's see what they are going to decide. Very, very important. So let's not throw them away first. Let's just watch what they're going to do. But of course, the days coming, the few days coming, we'll know their mindset. So please, let's stay strong and be expectant. Let's just watch. Just a tip of the discussion. Just a tip of the discussion. Okay. I've given a tip, right? I've given a tip of it. So if you want to call in, you can call in Molotov cocktails. Yes, Gloria Matthias. Yes, Molotov cocktail. Yeah, you are correct. That is it. So if you want to call in, you want to say something about these, the discussion here, and you want to add your voice to it, lend your voice to make our people understand what they need to do, to make Fulani know what they need to know, and then what they should expect from now. You can lend your voice by calling +212 707 898 194 +212 707 898 194. One more time, plus 212 707 898 194. So you can call in if you want to call in from now, because already 1 hour plus. So I can open the room for the calls so that we can hear your views. You can hear your views, your advice to those who are killing, your advice to those who are being killed, the strategies and tactics that we need to adopt, your focus and your concentration on what we are doing as a people, and your belief in what we are doing. And your belief. Fuel in a bottle can be a simple and easy, potent weapon for us destroy these killers. Evermat, you have made it again. You have made a point, and we have said it over and over, that fuel in a bottle is a potent weapon. France versus Tunisia, the only match in the Qatar World Cup where the Africans are white and the Europeans are black. Climate change, I guess. Just what Kelechi is saying. It's climate change. Oh my God. So that's it. So please, Franklin says the word of God according to the book of Isaiah 8, 9, 10 will soon be fulfilled. Again, the contraption called Zoological Republic, the land of Biafra, will surely swallow all the enemies of freedom. He said, and that is why we have to do everything we need to do by what we are doing and the actions we are taking. We're going to take locally and collectively to decimate them, It's very important. Edith Nedu says, good afternoon, Master Kelechi. I'm not happy with you because you said you want France to lose the match. Oh my God. It is my focus here is actually on the basis of colonial what do I call it now? Colonial impression that they had on us. Colonial impression, not based on the sport itself, but anything that has to do with these colonial masters. I want them to keep losing because they can't kill Biafrans. They can't kill Africans. Kill us for nothing and expect things to be working fine for them always. They can't kill us and expect things to work fine for them always. No, it's not possible. I have a caller right now. Let me pick the call. You're welcome live and direct on the program. Thank you for joining live on Biafra Global Network. So please go on. You're live.
Yeah, Master Kelechi, I thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Biafrans. I also sympathize with my brothers for the killing in Enugu State. It's very obvious now that the Nigerian government are the one killing our people.
Very well.
They repented Boko Haram that was recruited into the military. They are the one they sent to kill our people. If you watch that video Master Simon play, it shows everything. That Nigerian government are the one bringing these people with a helicopter.
Yes.
You know, I encourage our people to be strong. So, people who are sleeping should wake up to Eastern Security Network. Go to www.IPOBinUSA/donate. Our men on the ground. That's the last defense we have. Here in the area, all the northern states and the middle belt, even Oduduwa brothers, they are in the IDP camp.
Yes.
Our people not in IDP camp, but what happened a few weeks ago, over there in IDP camp. So we will not allow this consumers. I'm pleading with everybody. I'm pleading with everybody, support Eastern Security Network so that we can be free once and for all. We do this thing once and for all. Free, so that when you do business, you see your money. If you're selling groundnut, like here in the United States, if you're selling groundnut, you make your money. If you're a farmer, like most of our people are farmers, you still make your money. Anything you do, you make your money. Like a mechanic, if you plant hair or you make hair, all those kind of stuff, you know, you sew clothes, you make a lot of money in the United States. So this is what we want in our land. So that anything you do, you're comfortable with it. You're not going to be slave to anybody. Everybody and also support, especially our inside security network that is the push. I thank you guys for defending our land, for being there for us. It's not easy. We know you guys are paying with your life, but I'm asking Okike to protect you, especially our Mazen Namdekalo, where he is in dungeon. I'm asking all of you to also remember him in your prayers every day. It's not easy. It's because of us that he's down there suffering. Everybody to pray for him every blessed day, every hour, every minute. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
I
Mike.
want to point out is this, before I go, I just want to point out something before I go, please.
Okay.
Is the water they got yesterday, because I tried to get in that meeting, honestly speaking. Somebody told me that they removed them all. I don't know, they got enough water. Thank you, my brother, and thank you for
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now you see it. That's the truth. We have to we have to see once and for all. We have to get this thing to end. So so you're asking the number. The number is +212. If you check the screen also, if you check the screen as the stuff scrolls, you can see the number. But let me spell it out again for those of you who want to call in and maybe your phone, you can see it very well from your phone. +212 707 898 194. I'll say it 2 more times. +212 707 898 194. Please write it somewhere so that always, whenever you want to call in, you can use it. I'll say it one more time. +212 707 898 194. So that's the number. You know, the reason why I don't want to pin it, sometimes when I pin some stuff here, before you know it, the whole messages on my stuff will just go off. I will not see any message again. So I'll find it hard to actually read messages. So please pardon me on that. That is why I have to say it over and over so that people can get it and write it down. You know, please, I'll say it one more time. I'll spell it out one more time. +212 707 898 194. So that's the number. You can call in and then get send your air your views and all of that. So please, it's very, very important that we become part of this. Isaiah 8:9-10, all evil plans the world has against Biafra restoration shall not succeed because Chukokike Abiyama is in charge. Thank you so much, my brother. He said they will not succeed. It won't work. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. It won't work, and that's the truth. So that's it, certainly. Thank you so much. Steve J, let me see your message here. He said, good job this morning moderating Twitter space. Awesome voice. Thank you so much, my brother. Steve J, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that compliment. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve J. Good to have you here. Wash hands, Kevin 22, Little C. Wash hands. We are washing our hands. All right, then. Everman says the campus rugged guys. Ndu to Nzuzo. It's time for you all to display your ruggedness, because okay, talking about those harsh idiots or something like that. Everman, they will not do it. It is on the innocent citizens that they would want to do all of that. Fulanis Fulanis are there ravaging the land. Nobody will talk. When they see people come to defend themselves, they want to talk. Barry Eric says, get ready for this upcoming civil disobedience. Like I always say, do not expect joyful Christmas celebration this year. Whoever is thinking of only celebrating this year, that person is even not sensitive to the issues happening. Martin Ambikano have not spent this is the second one now. He's going to be spending in the DSS dungeon. And some people are talking about spending Christmas and traveling. We want to travel. Please don't make the place like, I don't want to mention some stuff. Somebody was that in the meeting yesterday, talking about and making everywhere. People need to travel. People need to do. How can you, oh Lord have mercy, our people are so myopic. How can you be talking about traveling in the midst of people thinking of killing you? Even some of you who will travel, some of you will be kidnapped. Some of you will be shot. Some of you will be killed along the line of travel. Nobody will complain about that kidnap when they kidnap them on the way. Nobody will say it is insecurity. Nobody will say they're killing us. But let's go now and defend ourselves, try to get rid of these Fulanis. They'll say we have come to kill the people. That's how myopic our people are. We're telling you, stay back, don't travel. Now get this news. If you travel and you succeed to travel, don't think of coming back, because you are going to be, you see, from January, it's going to be a different ball game. Know it now, every Biafrans. Even from as we are talking from this evening, when Mazi Maneba will make the announcement, to the point of January to get to a climax. When you travel, don't think you are going to return. So you better stay in Lagos or wherever you are, stay there. Those ones in the north, you can travel and leave that place and pray that you are not kidnapped on the way or shot or something. But just leave that place. But those of you in Lagos and all of that, stay where you are. Those of you in Lagos, Ogun, Ibadan, all those places, stay where you are. Don't travel to the east. If you travel to the east, you will not be able to come back. That's the truth. So we're telling you now and trying to make you understand these things. So Barry, because of our leader, Mazi Namikano, cannot be in DSS dungeon suffering because of me and you expect, to enjoy 2 Christmas without him. I don't know why they will even be talking about celebration. People will be talking about celebration in this critical time of Mazi Namikano still being in the dungeon because of us. Oh, Diana Ogumbiade. Okay, sorry, Diana Ogumbiade. Good to see you. I didn't see you 2 days ago. Did I see you? You were not around 2 days ago. Okay, good to see you today. Something must be done on the wolves that call themselves elders and politicians that are writing petition and calling for the arrest of Mazi. Are they all dead now? Mad people everywhere. You see, let's don't waste your energy on talking about their petition. It cannot do anything. They are just wasting your time. They are just trying to be busy. They have not written petition against Fulani and all of that. They are writing petition. Let me pick this call so that we can have you're live and direct on Biafra Global Network. Please carry on and let us hear your views.
Hello. Good afternoon or good evening.
Good afternoon. Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. Good to have you here. Okay. Okay.
I'm speaking from here.
Okay. Okay. Go on, please.
Well, what I wanted to say is maybe I might be right. I might be wrong. Okay. Because I am not a security analyst or specialist. Okay. But it's just something that is in my mind already, and I wanted to share with my people.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Now, just about 2 months ago, there is this wild wind everywhere. Hey, there is bomb in Abuja. Abuja is about to be exploded. Abuja this, Abuja that. Security alert. America is running. Britain is running. Australia is shouting. Everybody, every embassy, everywhere is shut down. Under the stress of Abuja is about to go in flame. Now it's about 2 months. Everywhere is quiet. There's no bomb. There is no flame. Perhaps Southeast is on fire. Could it be maybe the people who are sponsoring these guys said to them, don't blow up Abuja. If you blow up Abuja, we're all going to lose. If there is any way you wanted to take over, in fact, the time is now. Go and take over Alibo. It's a place you need to. The center of gravity now should be Alibo, not Abuja. Because if you blow up Abuja, all of us, we're going to die. And we're going to lose. So could it be what is going on today? And another thing that came to my mind is, for about 1 month now, okay?
Okay.
There is this absolute tranquility. There is peace in the north. I hardly, personally, I don't know if there's any other person who is heard about it. There is nothing like a army being ambushed by bandits or maybe any part of the north being on fire. So there is a kind of quiet, a silent night in the north. Now, why all of a sudden there is a raging fire in Igbo? And you know what got me, what is disturbing me in all this? Our people wasn't they using as the, what am I going to say, the enablers, okay? Now the Igbo leaders, our traditional rulers, our politicians are the ones now enabling this stuff. They are the ones playing this drum, beating this drum for these people now. In other words, making the world not to see or not to say. I don't know what is wrong with our leaders. Now everybody instead of us now to have our common enemy, which are the Fulani headsmen, both the ones in uniform and the ones on mufti. Now we are waging war against ourselves. We are writing petition against Simon Eba. We are asking Twitter to block him. We are asking the Finnish government to arrest him. We are asking the Interpol to arrest him. Now it is no more a war between the against Nigerian state or the Fulani. We are waging a war against ourselves. You know why? This is like a script that these people may play, and it is going down well for them. So that is why I wanted to contribute here. Honestly, it's very, very disturbing to me. Very, very, very disturbing. Something must be done. Because that man needs to measure something, okay? Okay, now I believe that if this our you know, there is one thing our leader once said to us while he was with us here, okay? Before today, okay? Our leader once said that Biafra will not be restored through the normal process. Other countries got their independence or their freedom. In other words, extraordinary thing has to be done for us to get this freedom. So that extraordinary thing means, to me personally, now other countries fought a war against their oppressor before fighting the in-house enemy. But in this my own case, personally, I'm not speaking for Simon, I'm not speaking for anybody. So what I'm trying to say here, I am of the opinion that this our own war has to start among us. We must have to start killing ourselves. Maybe after that internal war, we can now go out for our real enemies. Because other countries like Finland, for example, when Finland fought war against Russia to get their independence, they now have to come back and wait and kill themselves before everything was able to be stabilized. But in this case, it's like reverse has to be the case. We have to change our strategy. Maybe we have to fight the in-fight. Because Simon Eba today for now is reluctant in attacking these people, not even sending them away or punishing them from our land. Like somebody like you, Dochie, that guy deserves Kawaya, leave our territory and don't come back again. Because every day I ain't taking a leave. You'll understand the message I just sent it to him. You know, things like that. So I don't know. But like I said before, I'm speaking as an individual. I'm not speaking for anybody. This is what I think. And I am not a security analyst or war analyst. No. This is what I think as a human being. So thank you for giving me this opportunity, right?
Thank you. You have made at least 3 vital points. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to also try to wade into some of them also. Yes, thank you so much for your contributions and your, airing out your views on this. Thank you for your thoughts, and I appreciate you so much. I'm going to say some few things anyways.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
And you are doing a great work. I listened to you via Twitter this morning. You're a great guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my guys. Thank you. Now you see, you made a vital point, and one of the points he made was that why suddenly Abuja, and suddenly it is Biafra land. Now you see, I want us to always remember that there's something called takia in this thing that has to do with Islamic pattern of jihad. And I want you also to understand that the focus is Abuja. Remember, Abuja is going to be their central point of controlling the whole territories. That is their plan. So when they give you an impression that Abuja is going to be attacked, yes, Abuja is actually going to be attacked. But at the same time, they want to give you an impression that nowhere is safe. So when they come to attack you, wherever you're attacking, they also attack Abuja. So you will now have it in mind. After all, they attacked Abuja. So it's not about you, it's about everybody. So they give everybody the impression that everybody is in the same mess. We are trying to solve it. As a government, we're going to solve it. We have tried to stop the issue of attacking Abuja. At least we have succeeded to stop that. And so they have come to Biafra land. So we are sending our military there now to go and stop the fight in Biafra land. Whereas they are the ones who are coming to kill us. So it is a Takia tactics. Abuja definitely will be taken over by them because it is the government they actually institute that will be in Abuja. They are the ones who are going to know how they have planned this whole thing. They know how they have planned it very well to suit their own method. But the truth about it is that the attack here is actually not actually for Abuja now. It is actually for Biafra land. But they have to give you an impression that Abuja is also targeted for attack. But then they do some little attacks around and make you believe that, yes, there have been an attack and suddenly they have been able to stop it. The same way also they want to send the military now to come to your land to stop these people from attacking you. And of course, we know that what the military is coming there to do is actually to kill. And the reason why you see that there's no attack on the military, in the north now and all of that, is that their concentration is now on the southeast. This is where the main problem will come from for them. And their target, their main target is to make sure they take down anybody who is standing against election. They need that election to validate their process of Fulanization. So they now have to focus on making sure that they get down anybody who is going to stop the election. That is the focus. That is why you see that it is like they have died down. All those are military guys in the east, they're in the north. They're not their problem for now. The problem is that they want to quell that desire of no election in Biafra land. So the attention now is on Biafra land. And they have been spending so much money on the Biafra politicians. They are spending they are pouring, because remember, Gowon said it, that if he knew that the people love money so much, Biafrans love money so much, he wouldn't have gone to war. He would have just, used the money to sort the whole thing. They are pumping money on Ebubago, on the governors, on the people who are actually running their programs for them, using helicopters to make supplies. Every supply now is in Biafra land. That's why you see the helicopters everywhere. They are making supplies in all of our bushes. Their concentration is to get rid and to destroy that arrangement. That was why they also used Peter Obi and the politicians to arrange the WIC World Igbo Congress meeting yesterday. I keep saying it. I said it to them. That was why they arranged it. They are the ones who arranged it to try to sort, to try to romance Mazi Simon Ekpa, to see if there's going to be another means. Let's not talk about no election. Let's allow election. Let's just allow election. Then we can continue. How can you come to tell us that you will allow election? Then you now start your seat at home again and doing what kind of arrangement? What kind of thought? You see when people are going to defend lies, they will look stupid. So you see, the concern is about the election. They want election to hold, so they have to move their forces to make sure they try to crush anybody who is standing against the election. That is why you see that in the north, there's no much, about the military and all of that. And the other day they came to tell you, was it 2 days ago or so, they said the military has rescued about 7 Chinese people in the north. They were able to rescue some Chinese people who have been held down for 11 months or 6 months or so, 6 months by Boko Haram or ISIS or so. The military have gone there to rescue them. It is another way of making you feel that they are very busy and they are actually taking care and dealing with the terrorists. They have negotiated with the terrorists. These are not the targets. They are not the people. They are not the targets. They use that to make money for the terrorists. They tell you, they pump money to the terrorists. They release their captives. They have to release these ones because these ones, of course, does not have any direct link to what is happening in Biafra land and what they actually want to target on. But these ones will be captured, and they will tell you that they have spent money to them. They will use that means of arming the Boko Haram because they need avenues to take money from the coffers and have an excuse that money was expended on so thing. So when they keep bringing captives or kidnapped people, the government will keep funding them by saying they are releasing the captives and pumping money to Boko Haram to buy more weapons. So the captives is a strategy because the more they say they have captured people, the other day they said they captured people in a community in Borno. They packed all of them in Zamfara recently. They packed almost everybody in the community. You know, they took them to come. The government will still bring money in the name of trying to, rescue those ones. They will tell you they expend money, but it is an indirect way of sponsoring these terrorists, so that people will think that they actually rescue people, but they're actually funding them. So they use the people as the game. They prompt the people, push them, allow them to take the people away, and then they now give them money and say, okay, release our people. That is the tactics. So the whole idea now, the whole program, the whole magic, the whole game is now on Biafra land. The focus is on Biafra land. Do you know this 5-day sit at home actually proved to them that we are actually ready to exit Nigeria and there will be no election? That was why WIC, World Igbo Congress, quickly instituted that meeting. Formerly, they were taking Samuel Ekpa for granted. They felt, what is he talking about? What is it? They were surprised that Biafra could hold 5-day sit at home. They now saw that this thing is very possible. This issue of no election in Biafra land is possible. Do you know? You remember when we had this? How many of you remember? Okay, let me not go there because I don't want to get into. I just said, let's just calm down. We're watching them. We want to see what is going to happen, what is going to come out of that. So I am telling you, that is the strategy. So let me go to the messages because of time. Let me read our messages. Mazi, your number. I've pinned the number right now, Chinon. So I've pinned it. So I think you can see the number now. So you can call in when you want to call in. Blessing Chuku say, I'm tired and sad. You don't need to be sad. You don't need to be sad. You have to pick strength from it. You have to pick strength from every situation. It is not meant to get us sad and tired. Yes, we're going to get sad, but we cannot be tired. We'll get sad on the events, on the situation, on the killings of our people, but you cannot be tired. This is where we need to draw strength from everything now. Please don't be tired. Be strong, my sister. Be strong. Be strong, be strong, be strong. Blessing. You have to be strong. So don't get tired. Blessing. So thank you. Until we make Biafra land too hot for all these useless. Now, my brother, you said something. You said we should first fight the internal war before the external war. No, it's not a good strategy. Fighting internal war before external war. If you want to fight internal war in the pattern of warfare, you are going to actually get into trouble because you are going to receive massive attack from outside that will daze you. So it is better first to sustain and secure your territory, and then your enemies within, even if you have mastered strategy within, to take care of their excesses and starve them of information, starve them of the opportunities, and starve them of the platform to actually run effectively within, as you are attacking the enemies without. The enemies without is critically devastating. It will be devastating. They'll cause much harm when you begin to concentrate more and send divert all your energy on the enemies within, and going into full-fledged war with the ones within. What you need to do is to try to see how you can starve the enemies within, with information, and starve them of the opportunity and the freedom to actually just move around to do their evils. And at the same time, you are putting pressure out there to make sure that you deal with the enemies without. Because if you starve the enemies within from information and all that they need to be potent, they will not have the right source of information to actually give to the enemies without. Let me give you this instance. For instance, there's somebody who actually came out, who actually during the meeting yesterday, with World Igbo Congress, he was talking about he has been sabotaging the government in exile. Tony Nwisi, most of you have heard Simon talk about him. Tony Nwisi, I am calling his name on this program now. Do you know he actually was yesterday? He wanted to make it look like he was so much on Simon's side. He said, "Oh, I love what Simon is saying about no election in Biafra land." He said he has strategy, on no election in Biafra land. We need to actually give him. Let's hear him talk about it more so that we can let's understand how it's going to work. This is a very good strategy. This seems to be a very good strategy. Let's give us more details so that we know how to support him to achieve that. Tony Nwisi is concerned about getting the information so that he can sell it to the enemies. I wrote it to him. I wrote it to him there. I said, right there in the comment section, I said, you need the information. We know you very well. You need the information so that you can sell to the enemies. And Mazi Simon Ekpa told them right there that he's sabotaging the government in exile. Sabotaging the government in exile. He shouldn't ask any question here, that he's not going to respond to his question. So that is what they do. So when you are able to starve these enemies within from information and the platform to actually have potency to give information to the enemies without, you will defeat the two camps, both the enemy within and the enemies without. What make them thrive? What make the enemies without thrive is the information they get from the enemies within. When you are able to strategize to deal with the enemies within, starve them of information and starve them of your strategy, starve them of the information they need to succeed and to move on, you are going to stop their ability to deal with you using the enemies without. Let me go to the message column, because of time, I would have preached more on this, so that is it. That's it. Chinonso, the VC says, please peg your number. Okay, I've pegged it, please. I've pegged it, so you can call with the number now. The number is pinned already, so you can check it out. Eric Barry says, get ready for this upcoming civil disobedience. Like I always say, do not expect a joyful Christmas celebration this year. Yeah, you've said it. And that is true, and that's the fact. Because our leader, MNPOK, you have said it previously. I think I actually read it out initially. So let's go to the next. We have Steve J. You are welcome, okay? Thank you, Steve J. Thank you so much for the compliment. Wachuku says, which useless Christmas are you people talking about with all these killings? I don't know how people are still talking about. You want to travel, you want to go over Christmas. Our people are too terrible. Our people are too terrible. You can call into the program through with this number. Okay, good. Thank you so much for. Okay, that's the number. Okay, I posted it. Okay, I posted the number. So the number is there on the screen, so you can call with that number. So I have pinned it. The number is pinned, so you can use it. Those people talking about traveling to Southeast for Christmas are those people that don't believe in Biafra liberation. They are enemies of their generations due to selfishness, wickedness. Diana Ogunbiade, you are very, very correct on this. Selfishness, self-aggrandizement, self-satisfaction, wickedness, so wicked to themselves. They don't care. They don't even care if they die along the way. They don't care. They just want to enjoy themselves. Some of them, maybe they are planning, they want to commit suicide, so they are looking for who is going to kill them. They are concerned about just enjoy themselves. Christmas, what is it? Let's enjoy Christmas. They don't care. Whatever sacrifice you are making to help them, they don't care. Lesson Chiku says you make sense, caller. Yes, he made a lot of sense. He was saying some points, making some points, and all of that. So let me go to the next. He said, Mazi, please, who am I going to send my receipt after doing my donation for years? Okay, you've done your donation, right? Edith, okay, send the receipt to that number I posted on WhatsApp. The number I'm spelling out here. Send the receipt there, and I'm going to forward it to the right place where it should go. So just send the receipt right there. You spoke well, Biafra FE Tech. Yes, I think to the caller, he said he spoke well. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra. Joseph O. Thank you so much. All must hail Biafra. And he said, hello, greetings, Mazi. Kelechi. Very good to see you here also. Thank you so much, Joseph. Oh, good to see you also. Thank you for you guys for joining. Truth, Gloria Matthias says truth. Yes, so it is the truth. I think you're responding to the caller. And 76 days to go home. All must hail Biafra. Yes, 76 days, and we are going home. We'll be home. Igbo leaders how are we sure they are 100% Igbos? Mary Ike, who knows? Some of them are Fulani stooges and all of that. Some of them have Fulani blood. Good evening, Kelechi. Thank you so much. Adazion, you are here again also with us. Thank you so much. I'm sure you are doing strong. You are strong today and fine. Gloria Matthias says, nobody should be tired now. The main show is ahead. That is it. We cannot be tired. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and will not faint. That is it. We must be strong and of good courage, as God told Joshua in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for your Lord is with you wherever you go. So Clement says, please clarify this. These terrorists, are they Fulani herdsmen or are they the jihadist Boko Haram, ISWAP, and terrorists? They are all together. They are fighting the battle together. Remember, the purpose is to conquer our territory and have them install the caliphate. That's what they want to do. So, because, as I said on Twitter Space, you need a culture to rule a particular place and call it a nation. Once there is no culture that is dominant in a particular place, that area is not a nation, because it is culture that determines a nation. Nation is a group of people, bound with a common tie, and so a tie means that thing that that keeps them together, and that's its culture. So when you talk about Nigeria has no culture, because which culture does Nigeria operate on? Oduduwas have their culture, BIafrans have their culture, the Middle Belt have their culture, the Hausas have their culture. What culture does Nigeria have? None, which means Nigeria is not a nation. So for them to actually endorse Nigeria as a nation, they need to impose Fulani's culture. That is why they want to install the caliphate. That is why they went to Plateau State. They have put caliphates everywhere. They have put emir everywhere. Go to Lagos, they are putting emir everywhere. They want to conquer and then install their. That is when you now call Nigeria a nation. As soon as they dominate the area called Nigeria, the contraption called Nigeria, then you can now call it a nation. But for now, it's not a nation. So they are doing everything to make sure they install that cultural value or that cultural spell on Nigeria. That's it. So that they can call it a nation. That's what they are doing. So they can call it a nation. That's it. Sorry, please. Sorry, please. One moment. I think I might have sorry, please. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry for that. I needed to actually attend to something. I just done it quickly. So that is it. That's it. So they have to install that culture. Culture is what guarantees a nation. Culture is what actually proves that you have a nation. If there's no culture, there's no nation. So that's it. So we have the number. If you want to call in, you can call in. So Clement, it is the Fulani herdsmen that are still part of the jihadists, Boko Haram and ISWAP. All of them are just different segments of that common stance of Islamic jihadist program. They're all running the same program on different fronts, on different names. Just like you talk about ISWAP, you talk about ISIS, you talk about Al-Shabaab, they're all from the same, they're just different groups and militias and terrorist groups, but for one purpose, Islamization. Obviously, she says, Kelechi, please, why is Simon going into meetings with these enemies without? Is it not dangerous? No, it's not dangerous. Just in case he let out the secret. No. There was no secret let out yesterday. Yesterday was confidential. We needed to tell them that they have to support the people and make sure they be part of the people. So it was critically talking about the people and not releasing any information. No information was released. In fact, I was so impressed with the moderator. He made sure that Mazi Simon himself, even if the moderator is the PRO of World Igbo Congress, he made sure that someone didn't say anything that is deep. He made sure he told him also, he's also told him, please don't say anything that is deep. Just say the things we need to hear. So he was also conscious of that because he knows our people. He knows how our people can betray. So I give him kudos on that too. So yes, there was nothing revealed that shouldn't have been revealed. So Margaret Ejogwe says, Mazi, I'm down just since yesterday. I've been crying. Please, Mazi, I don't know what my faith is now. Please talk to me. You see, you should understand that strength is what you need to. You have gone too far to break down now. They have been killing us from time. They have been killing our people. They killed over 6 million of us. They have killed us and killed us. And this is the time we need to draw strength. I have looked at the whole killings. I went back to look at the videos of so many killings from time, including the one at Mpo, the one at the Ziriva and all of those. So many killings. But you know what? If we faint now, they are going to kill us more. So we need to draw strength from the mindset that we need to be strong to face them this time around and make sure we decimate them all so that we're not do it anymore. That's what we need to do. So Margaret Jogwares, please stand strong. Be strong and of good courage. Joshua 1:8. Be strong and of good courage, because there are so many things there that will make you dismayed and afraid. That's why he said, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. So you must understand that what God expects of us at every point in time when we see such kind of devastation and attack of the enemy, we have to be strong, because it's in the midst of being strong that we actually get the victory. So that's it. Mazia was on Twitter today, but I no chance for me to talk. Yes, actually, we had lots of people who wanted to speak, but Mazi Samanepa needed to do some other things. He has stayed for a long time, so he needed to move. But don't worry, there'll be a space tomorrow. You can talk and all of that. So hopefully, if I am there, if I am also given the opportunity to be a host, I'm going to get you in also to speak. So prepare yourself for that. Hopefully, let's see if Mazi Samanepa will come tomorrow on the space too. We're going to do it right there, because our mission is to fulfill the mandate of Biafra. Why is Simon going into meeting with these enemies? Okay, you have asked that question. He has to go. You have to go and discuss, because they are World Igbo Congress, so you need to hear them. And of course, it helped us understand their mindset. And now we are more positioned, more informed on how we view them, on how the impression we have about them, some of them and some of them. So it was a very good meeting. It opened our eyes to so many things for us to understand something. So Johnny Menani, my brother, move on together. We will get Biafra. Yes, so we are moving and we'll get Biafra. Thanks so much, Johnny. I think this is your first time of sending a message. Maybe you've been here, but this is the first time of sending a message. So I'm happy, delighted to have you. Alozie Friday says, Mazi, I hope Mwada Ifi is okay. She hasn't been coming with Mwada. She's okay. She's fine. She's doing her own thing. You know, she's also strongly in the Biafra work and mandates. She's actually fine and very strong. Not all of them are coming with the Mwada to actually do some things, but they are still strong, and in the cause, they are all together. They are working in their own rights and in their own angles. So whether they appear in Umada or they don't appear in Umada, it's not actually what is important. What is important is that they are working in their own responsibilities and assignments given to them, and she's doing just great and strong. So just know that Madam Ifi is strong and doing the work very, very well, very, very well as always. She's a fantastic person. She has been doing that work fantastically also. So just know that, my brother. So Friday, it's good you asked that question, and it's good that I made that clarification. That also. Uzamaka Nicholas, say good evening, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Uzama. It seems you're just joining. Please go back to the top and watch and listen. Please, I beg you, like this video as you're watching it right now. Like it and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe and send the message. This message. Now, we said you are an ambassador of truth. You are an ambassador of truth. Except you forward truth to all platforms, you are not going to infest their lives with truth. They will not understand these things, and they will not do what they are supposed to do. So please, I beseech you, I beg you, send this information to the people. We move Dollar Fox. Thank you so much. We are moving strongly, and we're moving strongly. Can we call in? You can call in. You can call in. I've already posted the numbers. For those of you who want to call in, at least we have a little time, maybe in the next 10 minutes. We're going to be rounding off. So please, you can call in if you want to call in. Let's make it snappy so that we can. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear your words. Let's hear your impression. Let's hear, what your observations and what you want to say at this time. We have about less than, let's say, about 10 to 13 minutes or 12 minutes to round off. I don't want it to exceed 2 hours, so we still have a little time. So you can call in right now if you want to call in, and let's go on. So please call in, please, if you want to call in. I'm waiting for the call, and the next 10 minutes or so we're going to be rounding off. So it's very imperative that we should let the Fulanis know that what we have come to do is that we have come to free our people, and nothing they will do will make us dance to their tune. If they think that the killings will make us tired or will make us sad and for us to be weak, they are making a big mistake. In fact, they have made us more resolved and more resilient to the point that we will now deal with them more than we have raised the bar now. The water will be beyond anything for them now. Thank you so much for calling in. Please, you are live on Biafra Global Network Mind Surgery Show. Please, you can go on with your thoughts.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, my brother. Good to have you.
Yeah, good to have you. This is Daberechi.
Yes, Daberechi, good to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you for your good work. Thank you for your good work. I appreciate you guys.
It's my pleasure.
Today's Twitter, it was very, well, I feel happy today because when I go on Twitter, it was I feel happy when I hear my fellow brothers, when I hear their voices. I feel happy. But it was a side about what happened yesterday in the EHA-AMUFU. It was very deep. It was very sad. So when I remember it, I feel so bad about what happened there. Even till now, we haven't heard anything from the so-called petition writers. They are not writing petitions now. The Ohanese people and the Ohanese, all their names, all these bad elders that we have in our place, all these Fulani need blood. They are not talking now. They are not talking now. It doesn't mean that they have not seen what happened to yesterday to now. Are they not seeing all these killings? Are they not seeing it? They are let them wait for what is to come, they will run mad outside this time around. They will run mad and nobody will listen to them. I thank God for giving us somebody like Mazi Simon by this time around.
Yes.
His mental toughness is a top notch.
Yes.
And I don't know how to thank God for us to have somebody like Mazi Samanepa and Mazi Nandegala at this time. That shows that we are winning. We are going to
definitely.
God is already with us. I'm very happy for us to have somebody like Mazi Samanepa. May God continue to protect him and bless him and protect our leader, and he will come out victorious. We will say what we are looking for.
He said,
you guys are trying. I'm very happy with you guys.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your thoughts there. I appreciate you, really appreciate you, and I know BIafrans appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, of course, it is really a great time, and it is also expedient that we begin to do what we have to do. I want to encourage every Biafran, please just know that this is the time to stand strong and tall. It is when you have such kind of situations come your way that you are given an opportunity to prove what you carry. This opportunity we have now for these actions that Biafrans have taken actually has given us an opportunity to prove what we carry by what we are going to do next. And I assure Fulani that this time around, they have come to the time when they will know what we carry. This action, this EHA-AMUFU killing, will prove to Fulanis what we carry, because we have come all out this time around to show them that we're not joking this time around. Thank you, Kelechi, for all you're doing, encouraging us all, both old and young, to stay strong. God bless you. Vicky Enyina, thank you so much, Vicky Enyina. Good, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that message. Thank you so much. I have to, and that's what we need to do. We need to be strong and of good courage. I tell you, when tough situations like this come, they are meant to actually prove to us that we carry something to solve them. Now, let me tell you something. It is when a particular, have you observed that when a particular sickness that is so deadly comes out, when they begin to discover drugs to take it down and all of that, you discover that something like paracetamol cannot cure it. Something like, Panadol cannot cure it. But you need to do something extra that has stronger ability to take care of that sickness. Then you now begin to appreciate the strength in the new drug that comes out. The new drug now takes extra strength or have extra potency to take care of the sickness. Now you begin to look down on Panadol and you begin to appreciate that drug because it's stronger. You know why? Whenever you come before a situation that is so tough, that is when you need to discover what you have inside that can take care of that tough situation. And as soon as you're able to take care of that tough situation, you now appreciate the fact that you are tougher than what you ever thought. You are stronger than what you ever thought. You are more loaded than what you ever thought. So now these situations, EHA-AMUFU will make us understand how we can strategize better, how we can actually do what we have to do better, how we can get results better. EHA-AMUFU will make us, I'm telling you, it will prove to the world, to Fulanis, that we are truly ordained to get this victory. We are truly ordained to get our freedom this time. It will prove to Fulanis, I am telling you. So Fulanis, I am telling them right now that they have just given us an opportunity to prove what we carry. And that is what have come. That is what I've come to tell them today. What they should know is that they have given us opportunity to prove what we carry. They think they can fight what we have. They think they can fight our mission. They will not understand that we already are padded with the grace and the ability and what it takes to actually fulfill this mission. And that was what we've come to do. And that is the message I'm passing to them today. Fulanis must be shown that we are not from Benue, South Kaduna or Borno. We are not cowards. Biafrans is not, Biafra land is not negotiable. That's it. We are going to prove to them right now. That's the message I have for Fulani today. They have done what they can do. The worst, all they know to do is to kill. Now we're going to prove to them that we carry what it takes to repel and to deal with them, to stop them, and to stop them very, very effectively. I'm telling you, go to Judith. Thank you, greetings, Casey. It seems you just joined. Please watch from beginning, later, and you're going to get the message fully. Please, I want to beg everyone, like this video as you're watching it right now, like it, and then share on all. We need to, I told you, you're an ambassador of truth. You must send the message of truth all around social media. That's what you have to do. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that this channel will grow and we're going to reach more people. So please, I want you to prepare for the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa this evening. Message of Simon Ekpa this evening is going to be making some announcements this evening, 6 p.m. Biafra time. So prepare yourself and get into that so that you will know what is to be said and what is being said right now, because the time has come for us to be on a particular mindset, a particular understanding to run what we are running and to get the results we need to get together. Very, very important, very, very expedient that we get to know, have this knowledge. Thank you so much all. I appreciate you for your time, for giving your time here, your contributions, your messages, your giving your time to watch. And okay, yes, it's 8 p.m. Yes, Mazi is 8 p.m., not 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Biafra Oduduwa time, not 6 p.m. Sorry, it's 8 p.m. So please, let's prepare our minds for that. Ready, you're going to get the announcement. And please, whatever instruction you hear, kill your ego, kill your pride, because what is most important is for you to be free. And you must understand that the point of command is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordained Mazi Simon Ekpa to continue that mindset or that line of command. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said that Simon Ekpa should take over, that line of command is from Mazi Simon Ekpa. For those of you who like, in various places where you're working under Biafra, who like to prove that you have a right to do some stuff, Mazi Simon Ekpa cannot tell you what to do. I want to warn you. Some of you, we have that kind of spirit. You always say, you have no right. He has no right to tell me what to do in this place. You better be careful. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the sole command, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ordained him in that. So anything he does is from the belly, from the bosom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you must take it, and that is why he's being guided. That's why I told you that he's actually programmed by the Spirit. So anything he does now must give us Biafra, because the Spirit have designed him to project and to protrude and to disseminate the information that would actually make sure that Biafra comes, that will actually install the faculties of effectiveness on every action we take. So get that right and get it right very well. So please, get yourself ready. Every instruction, you must follow it to the letter. You must follow and obey every instruction. Very, very critical. And remember, as our caller said initially, support ESN, support the alliance by contributing. Go to the website. If you check on the screen, you'll see the website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. See there, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. So please do it, and do it. Very, very important. Very, very important. No matter your age or whoever you think you are, or your status in the society, if you disobey Simon Ekpa, you have disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you have disregarded the spirits, and you are going to be in trouble. So you must obey, and you must obey to the letter. That's very important. Ngozi Ora, he said, Mazi Kelechi, God bless you, Mazi. Someone is the only standing Biafra and IPOB leader today. God bless him. Biafrans, please help Simon to achieve Biafra. That's it. Maz, I think this should be Dr. Orabueze, right? Yeah, I think that's her. Yeah, good to see you here. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the only one that would give an instruction that must be carried out, because he's speaking rightly the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He takes messages from his heart. I'm telling you, the Spirit feeds him information from his heart. So you must understand that. Those of you who like to say, who are you? I'm older than you, and whatever. Those of you, you know yourselves, who like talking about you are older than you are more professional. You are this. We are not mates. Those of you who like title, who like proving a point with trifles and frivolities, better be careful. Biafra we want to achieve. It's not Biafra of all this Nigeria attitude. No, that is not what Biafra we're looking for. So we're looking for Biafra of truth, Biafra of competence, Biafra of capability, and Biafra of transparency. And you must represent that. So all those old nature coming from the Nigeria contraption, those nature, as scripture says it, Paul says, drop the old nature, the old man. That old man that Nigeria has made you to be, you must drop it. You must force it. You must force it to drop it. You must put energy. You must put strength. You must be willing to disown that old man. You must put up the new man, which is the new man of a new nation of Biafra, the new man of truth, the new man of subjecting yourself to authority and listening to authority and subjecting yourself to the truth. Thank you so much. Obioma Lekwachi, good to see you. It's been a while. Where have you been? Good evening, Kelechi. My heart is so heavy with bleeding inside of what is happening. Because of what is happening in Biafra land. Can we win this war? Oh God, forgive me from this doubting because oh my God, Obioma. What you know what Jesus said to Peter? He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." So that's don't allow that spirit that has told you this kind of, that give you this kind of voice in you. Tell that spirit, get thee behind me. That spirit that has made you say that, can we win this war? For God's sake, don't you see what is happening? Don't you see how far we are going? Or you think it's flesh and blood cannot stop us? Anything created cannot stop Biafra. That's the truth. So Obioma, forget about that. Tell that devil, get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. He cannot whisper this kind of voice to you, and you now project it out in the public. No, tell it to get out of your mind right now, because the war has already been won. It has to manifest now. The manifestation is what we're doing. It has been won in the spiritual. The manifestation is what we're doing. What would make you think that WIC, World Igbo Congress, will call a meeting and call somebody? You think they're finding it funny? Even in the meeting, their body language tells you that they know that we are in control. We have won. They know that nobody's with them anymore. They can't say a thing and the people will listen. They call that meeting because they are being threatened now. If Simon and the autopilot was not a threat, they won't call a meeting. So that alone should tell you that you are winning. That alone should tell you you are winning, my sister. I'm telling you. Or is this my brother? I don't know whether it's a lady or a guy, because I see a lady's picture here. You know, so that alone should tell you, for the fact that your enemy calls you and want to plead with you to see if there's another way to actually so that you don't talk about no election. Is there any other way we can do this, get this thing? You know, there's a way we do this thing, another way. You know, when your enemy begin to tell you that, know that they know they are uncomfortable because they know that you have the ground. You have gained ground to the point where they cannot just ignore you. They can't just ignore you. They can just ignore you. Davesh, please, can you tell us more about the meeting yesterday? Brother, I don't know why we are insisting on hearing small. Don't worry. I've told you that the meeting yesterday was successful, and we are just waiting for them to actually, respond to us. And then when they respond to us, we'll know what next to do. So Master Samanekwa says, for now, nobody, let's calm down. Nobody talks about this until they respond, and let's see what they're going to do. At least we expect them. They are humans. They should understand. They should understand that Biafra first before Nigeria. So they should think right and do the right thing. So age has nothing to do with leadership. The leaders of the UK and France are in their early 40s. That's it. Everybody who challenges Samanekwa's authority better be careful, or it might signal their downfall. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Mrs. Adazan. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a lady of Jesus Christ. Help me. You have to be strong, my sister. Obioma, you have to be strong. No, you don't need that. Read the book of the book of Joshua, chapter 1. Read it from top, read it to the end. Anyways, at least in verse 8, it says, "Be strong and of good courage." So there's something about courage that makes you, be at the advantage. Courage is a product of faith, and it has a way of turning the whole affairs of the game to your favor, because courage makes you discover that part of you that is dormantly or subconsciously ignored, that you have actually thought you didn't have. When you have courage exudes authority over situations and circumstances, and courage plunges you above them, so that you begin to look down on situations and resistance. And in that point of looking down on resistance and situations, you begin to discover the strength within you that can actually quail them and deal with them. So courage is a very vital instrument, and that you must utilize at any point the enemy pushes you to the point where they want you to actually fail or to be frail in your spirit. So don't be frail, because when you get frail in your spirit, when you get peace in your spirit, and when you get low in your spirit, you lose courage. And when you lose courage, your faith dwindles. And when your faith dwindles, you get weakened, even physically, mentally, spiritually, and otherwise. And so it's now puts you and makes you vulnerable to the enemies. That is why you see our young men, you know, at EHA-AMUFU, they are crying, videoing the dead and crying. You know why? They have lost courage. They have lost. So by losing courage, you cannot see rightly. You cannot think rightly. You begin to think with your emotion. And then at that point, you begin to lose the ability. Just know that you need to live. And to live, you must take action. And that action must be in wisdom, in the realm of courage by your faith. So you don't need to get down, my sister. Just be strong, and you're going to get the result rightly, you know, and we're going to win together. So we have to win together. Don't lose courage. Don't lose courage at all. Don't. People speak doubt when they lose courage, and it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to you, even to your existence. So thank you all. I appreciate you. What a great day. What a great time. See you tomorrow on Evident History, and of course tonight with Mazi Samanekpa as we listen to him, and then the next move, you know, the next actions will be taken, and then we know where we're going. And I want to tell you, Biafra is here, and no created thing can stop it. No created thing can stop it. I want to tell you that no created thing can stop it. No created thing can stop it. No created thing can stop Biafra. That's the truth. So thank you so much. All thank you, Unstoppable Movement TV. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you also. You know, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you all. And I say, may Chukwuke bless you all and be strong and of good courage. Thank you all, and see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Biafra time on Evident History. It's going to be marvelous. Tomorrow's preaching will be explosive. I tell you, it's going to be very, very explosive tomorrow. I assure you that it's going to be very, very explosive tomorrow. I tell you, it's going to be very, very explosive tomorrow. Just get set, and you'll see it. Just get set. Just be here, and also share the message. Get people informed. Let them prepare themselves to be here. Those people that and that have not been joining us, just tell them to join, you know, and then you'll see. I'm going to Judith. Remain blessed. Casey, thank you so much. You say, thank you so much. I thank you for the prayers. Kinsley, you've been watching. Obidimma. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Kinsley. Good to see you here. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. And may Chukwuka bless you all. Thank you all. I love you all from the depth of my heart. I say thank you all. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you all. I can see a message also still here, you know, and okay, more messages coming in and all of that. So I want to appreciate you all for being here and for your time. And Margaret Jogwe, thank you. I know that strength is coming into our sister Obioma. I know strength has come into you. So we're going to make it together. We'll make it even with the broken pieces. We're going to make it even with the broken pieces. We'll make it. Nothing can, even with the broken pieces, I assure you, we're going to make it. So don't get scared. Don't lose hope. Don't lose touch with faith. Don't lose touch with faith. King Ogu says, we love you. I love you guys also so much from the depth of my heart. I tell you, I love you guys. And that's why I'm sacrificing, doing what I'm doing, speaking and all of that. So, you know, risking our lives, doing what we're doing. It is for the love for our people so that we all can be free and live a life that is worth living. A life that is worth living. A life that is worth living. That is why we do what we do. What we do, we keep doing them. Thank you so much, all. I love you all. God bless you. Real good. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Biafra time. And also, please share this broadcast to all people that you want them to hear the truth and that you want to send messages to them. Please like this video also and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Please share to the people. Yes, World Igbo Congress support Biafra. I can remember they donated 50. Yes, they support, but you know, with situations, you know, when politics begin to come in, some people would want to just play some games. But I tell you, they support Biafra, honestly. They know that Biafra is important, but they're also looking for another way. And there's no other way to do it than to do what we're doing. There's no other way. Crescentia, my music sister. That's Crescentia. It has to do with crescendo in music. We have Dinumuendo, we have crescendo. I don't know if you're a musician. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining. And if you have not, if you didn't listen from the top, just go back to the top, and you'll get the message very well, very, very well. Thank you so much, Kelechi, for your encouragement. May God Almighty bless you. I do appreciate your words and wisdom. Thank you, Obioma Elekwachi. Thank you so much, my sister. It's my pleasure on that. Where is our Prince today? Oh, Prince is actually lost his stepdaughter in an accident, so he's actually bereaved. and that is why he couldn't come. You know, we have to give him time to actually. It's so painful, and we say, may God strengthen him and his family and all of that. So hopefully he will be here maybe this on Friday or so. Hopefully, let's see. I don't know when he will be set to actually be here, but we hope to see him. So thank you all. I appreciate you all. May Chukwuokike bless you all. God bless you. Thank you. See you tomorrow 4 p.m. Thank you.
I believe that the reason God created man was for management.
Really? I have never heard it put that way.
The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
God will never allow growth where there is no management.
Wow, wow, wow.
So instead of praying for things from God, pray for the management ability.
Everything I tell you is true. Everything I open my mouth and I say is correct because heaven directs me on what to say. Eligwe, heaven will tell me and I will tell you it will come to pass in front of your eyes, not behind you. You will see it happening.
God will withhold things from you if you cannot manage them.
When you look at the facts that something around 1 million people perished as a result of the actions of the British and Russian and Nigerian federal governments.
Vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority.
Anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
They can't tell me. No way. When the time comes, it's okay. What stupid country is this? So when it's this, you try somebody's secret? When you like, you try a secret? When you like, it's in public? What stupid country is that? What stupid country is that, I ask you? When you like, you try and you secret. When you like, you try in private. They are killing my people. They are killing my people. They are killing They are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell me what to tell in secret? The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell Buhari, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's not mad. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret trial. Is the person mad?
I, Nnamdi Kanu, will sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra comes. We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
Do you know the meaning of discovery? It means to bring to light something that is buried on the ground. If you can accept that, then you know that Biafra is coming. There is nothing man can do about it. It's too late. Way, way too late. The countdown has begun.